Welcome back everybody to another video. Today's something a little bit different. It's going to be me going through my watch collection and showing you guys where my collection sits at August 2020. I really only sort of just started getting serious about it at the start of the year, so yeah, I'll take you through it all and show you where we're at. So this here is the first piece I want to show you. These here are all my watches sit on 3D printed little stands. They're all sized for my wrist. A little cool note there. This here is probably the first watch that I collected. It was back in, I want to say 2010, 2011. This here is like an eBay special. It cost me about 30 bucks out of China. And it's fairly basic. All it does is, hours, minutes, seconds. And I honestly didn't expect much from it being 30 bucks, but as a young fella in my 20s, I thought, that's pretty cool. And it got some wear when I went out, but it's fairly, sort of sits in the cupboard nowadays and doesn't get much use, but still keeps time really, really well. Yeah, it's an exhibition case back and skeletonized as well. And it's got like this fine Milanese mesh bracelet on there. It sits at about, I think, 50 mil lug to lug. Put this on, you guys can see it. I haven't set the time or anything, but yeah. It was, always has been fairly nice. Have had a few compliments on it. Yeah, very simple, cost effective. The second piece I want to show you is a Seiko Presage Cocktail Time. This one is a limited edition for 2019, I want to say. It's the honeycomb version, and it's limited to 6,000 pieces, and I've got number 3003. This dial features an open heart, so you can see the balance ticking away there. And it's a very, very smooth, very nice winding action through that oversized crown there. And the limited edition came with 2 genuine Seiko straps with deployant clasps, and I didn't really like them because they don't fit very well. I found that the metal deployant buckle that sat underneath here sort of dug into my wrists, and the strap itself wasn't very supple, but probably could have been, worn in with time. But I found this Hirsch and black alligator in a medium length did me really, really well, and it slides under the cuff really nicely. This one here is a sort of white shirt event, I guess, being really dressy. I'll throw this one on and you can see it. It's a 40 mil diameter, and I think about 48 lug to lug, and it sits really nicely on my wrist as well. And that tail from the medium-sized strap doesn't hang out a long way. But yeah, that's how that one sits there. It's really, really nice. Lovely enamel dial with that honeycomb impressions on there. As I go through this list, if I leave anything out or if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below to A, let everyone else know if I've made a mistake, and B, if you have a question, I can answer it. This here was purchased in February 2020, and this is of course the Oris Big Crown Pointer Date. It's a really, really nice piece too. I saw it and immediately, I guess it's sort of an impulse buy, but I have never seen anything quite like it. So being new to the game, I thought, yep, I could stand to have that in my collection. And once again, I didn't like the Oris strap, and so I made a deal with the authorized dealer to change it out with another Hirsch strap in a medium length as well, and I feel I got a fairly good deal there. This is nothing special, it's just a plain, special as in limited or anything like that. This is just the Blueface dial, and it is, I believe, 40 mil diameter and somewhere in the vicinity of 48 lug to lug, and it fits. This one here is probably the most comfortable watch to wear. I wear this one over weekend. I think it's something like I want to say 9 millimeters tall, and very classical. I'll wear this one on weekends just as a casual piece. Oris in their trademark red rotor there, rocking a Sellita SW200, which is sort of the base movement you could get for an automatic, a Swiss automatic. I'll put this one on and you can see what this one looks like as well. So there you go, that's the profile on the Oris Big Crown Pointer Date. Nice and slim. Within about a minute of wearing it, you don't even feel that it's there. And I like my straps to fit fairly snug. I don't like crowns poking into my hand, so I opt to have my straps fairly firm. But I still don't feel this piece day to day. And that Pointer Date is a nice touch. It follows around the railroad track, and you can see it points to the 8 there. But yeah, goes around for every day of the month. On to the next one. Watch. I wear this one every day to work, and it cops all the bumps and scrapes and bruises and whatnot. This is Seiko's SRPD line from 2019, but I purchased this shortly after I got the Oris, and this one here has been changed out with the strap. It's got a black PVD Milanese steel strap, and it's fairly hefty. Like it's fairly heavy, but it looks a lot better, I would say, than the standard Oyster bracelet. But I do like to change it up every now and again and go back to the Oyster when I get tired of this one again. It's a really, really good piece. The Seiko 5s featuring that 4 o'clock crown. Like I said before, I don't like crowns digging into my hand. And the day-date function, which is great for when you have to fill out paperwork at work. You never forget the day or the date. And yeah, a lot more sizable, but wears nicely across the width of the wrist there. So yeah, that's my everyday beater watch there. On to the next one. This next piece here is something a little bit different. It's another Oris, but this one here, I like diversity through my collection, and the reason I purchased this diver, the Titan, is because of the titanium construction. So full titanium case and bracelet, and it's just something cool, something that stands out from the rest of the collection, that even though it's a diver, it's, you know, it's not a stainless steel. The crown's not at 3 o'clock, all that sort of jazz. But this one here is fairly unique. This model is rated to 1,000 meters water resistance. Not that I even like the ocean, but the engineering that's gone into this piece is always something at the forefront of my mind whenever I wear it. Features a domed sapphire crystal and a 120 click dive bezel, timing bezel. And being a Swiss watch, it's fairly crisp. Similar to the pointed date, this here would be a fairly basic movement, featuring a date window at the 6 o'clock position. And I think this one here is a 42 millimeter diameter, but with the integrated lugs sloping very early on in the piece here, you can see that it doesn't wear really large across the width of the wrist, but it is fairly chunky. These big titanium links here make it look really aggressive too. Being a basic Oris diver as well. I don't want to say basic, but entry level, I guess, even though it's rated to 1,000 meters. The titanium clasp still has the diver's extension. So yeah, that's the Titan. Purchased purely because it's made of titanium, and it is a lightweight considering its size, apparent size. On to the next one. So this piece here is another Seiko 5. I did a video on this one not long ago, so I won't bore you with that. You can find that on the channel, and all it is a Seiko 5 with what do we call it? The silver accents instead of the gold accents like the first one. But this unit here has been heavily modified. This one on the wrist, I'll do that quickly, even though it's in the other video. I do have one other watch that sits in between some of these chronologically that I've shown, and that's my favorite piece. It's a special piece. If you guys want to see it, leave a comment. I'm sort of reserving that one for later. It's a special one. It deserves its own video. If you guys are interested in seeing it, then yeah, say something and I'll do that. So guys, tell me what you think. Which was your favorite watch in my collection thus far? Did you like that Chinese one for 30 bucks? A super inexpensive yet effective piece? Or did you like the fairly dressy Cocktail Time by Seiko? Or that blue-faced vintage aviation style from Oris? Or maybe you like that Seiko 5 beater with the Milanese bracelet? Or maybe even that titanium cased Oris diver? Or was it my rip-off Rolex? Let us know what you think below, and leave a like if you did like, and consider subscribing to the channel. Once again guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.